Hello, and welcome to Terraria. Terraria is a game all about exploring, fighting bosses, building, and other riveting content. It is over 44 million copies sold, and I'm at least 6 of them. So it's safe to say that Terraria is, objectively, one of the games of all time. It is the only game where I can plug wires into rocks, spawning millions of living but non-sentient unicorns in the ultimate ethical glue factory. I only sound like a partial schizophrenic. We are here to measure my receding hairline in feet, which comes from the Zenith Seed. Terraria has a whole bunch of secret seeds that enhance your game. Bees, schizophrenia, Pride Month, fuck you, and more. For this video, I'll be playing on the Zenith Seed. This seed is the mother of all seeds, which would make a whole 10-minute monologue to explain all the changes. This video will be me going through all 7 stages of grief as I play this impossible seed for over 3 months. Will I conquer my victim complex and beat Moonlord on legendary difficulty, or will I succumb to the voices telling me to jump out of my window? Let us find out. Day 1. The first step in a Terraria playthrough is naturally applying lubricant to my asshole, making the player and the world. I bestowed our protagonist the name Meat Sock. Now comes the secret sauce. In your world seed, type Get Fixed Boy. To reflect the cock and ball torture I'm subjecting myself to, I thought of truly the worst place on planet Earth. You've done it right when your world icon does that. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio. The observant ones amongst you may recognize some subtle differences in my world. That's right, the devs added dynamic weather. Wow! But for real, we start off in hell. There is hunger. The starting enemies too shock me. There is no guide, and the trees are speaking Irish. I did as any player should. I gathered some wood, which would be used to build the beginnings of the hood, and started exploring left. Oh, I meant the right. I meant up. What? Do not let the pretty lights distract you, my fellow Zoomers. Everything sucks. Every other block spawns lava. The others fall on my head. There are traps. Cave bats. Being in darkness kills me. More traps. My NPC is getting imploded. Fire! There's so many fucking traps. I have made a mistake. I like large worlds because it means large loot. But in this case, before I can even start my international black market exchange, I would have to spend time digging. Lots and lots of digging. The more time I spend digging, the closer my fist gets to my monitor when I die to another trap.
I think I've already told you.
In short, I'm not a digger. What did he say? The solution to this problem was deep in the recesses of my mind. The Gravedigger Shovel, a tool that mines a 3x3 area of soft blocks instantaneously, and all it needs is some iron, wood, and a graveyard biome. It also happens to be the best weapon I have. I was now able to gear up. Max life, a grappling hook, platinum, an exotic bird.
Girl bossing. Oh my god.
Harpy underground! The best intro accessories, and leg. Hentai reminder aside, leg is the most meta piece of armor for the first few bosses. You can outrun and outjump literally anything. Naturally, I swapped them out for platinum boots, for a measly 3 defense upgrade. Nice one. I'm sure this will have no immediate consequences whatsoever. Needing more things, I set out to discover brave new lands, only to be interrupted by the sanest call I've ever had.
Fucking hell, I hate that sound.
My hungry ass could not do that brain surgery. I think we can actually send Cyrus a dildo. Yeah, glitter bomb. See, everyone's typing glitter bomb.
What about actual?
Send them a map of the post, a magnetic compass, a 2-way radio, and a list of buildings on the post in Russian. Somebody said heroin and anthrax.
I like that idea.
Love that one. Can we do that one?
Send an IED to his basic camp.
Oh, what if we send him a body pillow?
Yeah, like a really underaged anime girl too. So
No.
See,
No.
Seb would know that.
Guys, she's 5,000 years old.
I said, can you think of anybody?
Many underage anime women? No. I can.
It's like a $16 investment.
The pole polisher. Oh my god.
I love the pole polish.
Desert biome, discovered. Snow biome,
Discovered.
outpost, built. Fishing stations, check. Underground smuggling network to get behind enemy lines, also check. I was finally at a position to call it. 4 hours later, I concluded my first day at this challenge. I only had 47 deaths.
Did that say 47?
Don't do it to me. I beg you. No.
Where are you going?
At the beginning of day 2, I noticed something. My neighborhood seemed to attract many peaceful creatures. I don't feed my slaves, and thus they pay a pretty penny for any kind of meat. The businessman and me connected the two dots and hatched a plan. A simple trap was created, and the effectiveness of this trap is a little unnerving. The prey have become the predators. It gets worse.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
I don't know what kind of windows this painter is looking through, but I'll make sure that he won't see the light of day for the rest of his life. As for my life, it's very short because the Eye of Cthulhu is coming after me again. The Eye of Cthulhu is the first boss in the game. He's a big guy and has an even bigger anger management problem. Get too much gear, he hunts you down every 3 nights. Do too much damage to him and he goes furry mode. Do even more damage and he will relentlessly barrage you with attacks exceeding 41 miles per hour. But it's time to end this. I had a brilliant idea. The next step of progression would be me breaking these shadow orbs to get some gear and also everyone's favorite green cod artist. One issue, I am here, the corruption is there. Well, wouldn't it be crazy if this teleportation potion just teleported me into one of these biomes and I could burrow my way over? Holy shit, there's no way that works. Well, surely it wouldn't work a second time.
Let's go.
Woo! I weaseled my way past the monsters and I got the perfect drops. A rain cloud that does passive damage and this Glock, which allows my arms dealer to move in. In case you were doubting how lucky I was, I got this. The Zappinator is broken, literally. Every laser on hit has a chance to do one of these things. Not only that, these effects can also stack on top of each other. The result of this is a somewhat above average weapon that has a low chance of doing this. What the? Or this.
How many times do I have to fight this bee?
The chance for it to be sold is insanely rare. I've only seen this gun in the Traveling Merchants vendor once before in my 800 hours playing this game.
Get a life, you fat fuck!
And I actually saw it twice this run. But where's the footage? You're gonna have to believe me here. They got corrupted. I cheated? You sound crazy. Everyone thinks you sound crazy. You should go to a doctor.
You got me.
I was watching the White Lotus on HBO, and this, unbeknownst to me, disables my clipping software, which low-key ruins many filmed parts of this, and all I have to say is, fuck you to NVIDIA for caring about piracy laws. Regardless, I used my new toy to bully the King Slime. A slime, but big. Technically, he's the first boss in the game, but he's kind of easy because of how slow he is. He's also prone to being one-shot. What? On day 3, I fought King Slime until he submitted into becoming my pet. He has a quirk where he dives down holes at Mach 3 and generously teleports us back home. A vital item for my idea to kill the third boss. The Eater of Worlds, a big worm that turns into many smaller worms. What if I trapped myself in a box filled with spikes and used the slime mount to jump up and down the Eater of Worlds? I mean, that plan sounds... Shit, it was the dumbest thing I could have thought of. So what's the smart thing to do? Well, my child, the smart thing to do is to go outside and touch some grass. Maybe talk to that girl you've been sitting next to all year. Start working on your dream body. Doing yoga in the middle of an intersection. Because all of these things are more productive to your life than manually making your own corruption petting zoo. Where all the baby goats are replaced with gray monsters that want to board you. And you have to make a roof to your mini-bomb because the moment you think about going up to, I don't know, dodge and attack, the boss despawns. And then it doesn't matter anyways because you keep getting skill issued by the ants flying around. And long story short, I beat it. And the brain.
Let me free of this prison.
If you just hold still, they won't hit you.
That's not true. That is a blatant lie. Oh, which one? No! This fucking crime!
There was no yippee at the end of this tunnel. That ordeal had been for the third boss in the game, out of 33. This realization gripped at my soul, and I experienced a moment of weakness amongst my friends.
They called me Little Rapper cause I flow on the beat. Guys, you start talking now, please.
I'm gonna let you bury yourself.
A good night's rest helped clear my mind, and I took on the next day with ambition, which is good because today was going to be packed. Killing the corruption bosses hits my world with a meteor. I can use said meteor for making armor that nullifies my mana usage for the Zappinator. I finally found the conch, so I can teleport to the surface. Do not go to the surface. I found the jungle. I got the Staff of Regrowth. I found the Queen Bee. I bought a minigun. I got invaded by goblins. Goblins killed Isis. I found one of their captives hiding in the snow biome. I bought rocket boots. I found a radioactive liquid that transmutates items. I made a sandstorm in a bottle and got many stat upgrades. And finally got the angler to move in.
It's gonna be Skylake, isn't it? It's going to be Skylake. No fucking way, is it?
I finally felt ready to take on the next boss, Skeletron, a flying skeleton that jump scares anyone naive enough to go into the dungeon. I had recently found the dungeon during my overworld escapades, so I gave it a go.
Yeah, dude, it's a fucking low speed. Come! Yeah. Like, I died to fall damage. I'm fucking dead. It's so many. I aimed up here and it goes straight. Fair enough. Be normal to like. Like. Woo! Wait, that sounded like the Mission Impossible theme. Am I fucking crazy?
Skeletron will be the cause of many of my future therapist appointments. Rewatching these clips for editing was so agonizing that I needed constant reassurance from my queen to get through it all. So I figured a short break was in order.
Knife chasing!
Fly! Yeah, we gotta run at him at the same time.
Get him! The dungeon, or should I say fungeon, because it's so much fun. There's all these wacky characters, balls, foam pits, and decorative spikes everywhere. Spikes that stop me from regenerating from bleed, so I have to get out of my way to farm over 250 hornets so I can get a band-aid covered in jungle goo. However, the extreme mental toll was worth it. Hidden away in the depths, I stole the Murasama. But why is this important? You see, swords were glorified sticks you swung in a semicircle that changed color the longer you played. Having your flagship weapon of the melee class be that useless and boring got the devs thinking, what if we made melee fun? And now, a majority of the swords do things, truly becoming weapons of mass destruction. I expertly ran to a demon altar where I merged the Light's Bane, Blade of Grass, Murasama, and Volcano to create the Knight's Edge, a weapon that lets you become a living lawnmower and is without a doubt the best weapon in pre-hard mode. If you couldn't tell, I've been Stockholmed into enjoying fishing. I know what you're thinking. How is left-clicking every 15 seconds conducive to beating this game? Fishing is quite useful. With a bit of luck, you can get almost everything. The only reason I beat Skeletron in the first place is because I fished a stupidly rare accessory that massively increased my mobility.
Like, I don't know, like, I feel fucking stuck, because... I mean, it's just like, what else could I fucking do? God, I just need to complain more. Oh, my life is so healthy.
It's simple, and it doesn't end up in me dying. Man, I love fishing. To save us some time, I'm going to just tell you what else I did. Molten armor, fully spec melee build, horseshoe, bundle of balloons, gold fishing rod, and that was 2 hours gone. Alright, we're almost ready to defeat the Wall of Flesh, otherwise known as your mom. You tell me which NPC is going to help me? Is it A, the mechanic, B, the demolitionist, C, the dryad, or D, the goblin? Tough luck, dumbass, it was actually the golfer. But why? Well, the golfer has a very overpowered item hidden away, the golf cart. You see, the golf cart has one of the highest speeds and jump heights of any mount. It covers 3 of my accessories that I can swap out for things that actually do damage. Well, that sounds good and all, but how do you get this hidden item? Play golf. That's it. Ball, in hole, get point, get car. Now, if only we had a long but relatively thin hole that I could use to get constant free points during golfing. Oh yeah, the elevator I never used. I set up a little station and I got the points for my chariot of death.
There it goes.
I drank down as many bottles I had in the house, grabbed the keys to my car, prepared for the greatest night ever. Oh, you want to know what the Columbus incident was? I'm not allowed to talk about it. Riding the high of beating pre-hard mode, I naturally Alta forward and did anything else.
This Hermione with the deagle. That's a golden gun. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one. This is me when I'm in the gun shop.
That was my first time holding a gun at Boy Scouts.
For 2 months. Hard mode. Knowing everyone here is an academic scholar, I think you can gauge what hard mode is. It makes the game hard. New biome, new enemies, new events, new ores, new bosses, new everything. The entire world you used to know has been completely revamped. In short, play Terraria, because the game design is absolutely flawless, and I also think it would look cool if I made the Steam charts go up, purely for my own vanity. I know I made pre-hard mode seem repeatedly easy, but this is me fighting a basic mob with the previously cheesiest gear the game had to offer. So how do we stop that from happening? We have to get the new ores, cobalt, orichalcum, and titanium. So I grab my pole and go back to fishing. Wait, so this whole video has been about fishing? Always has been. Every time you fish, you have a chance to get an EA loot box. Each crate has a fairly high chance of rewarding some metal. Previously, you could fish up a criminal amount of crates and then launder them into hard mode to get hundreds of bars for free. In this version, you can only get the specific ores after you've beaten the Wall of Flesh.
1 hour later.
After an hour of fishing, my goal was to get 66 bars. How much did I get? $29 ore.
Bro. Alright. Chat, we're done for the night completely.
I effortlessly broke demon altars and finished getting the titanium and adamantite I needed. Need for what? Daedalus armor. An ice-based armor set that has the best defensive and offensive stats for range and melee. So it's time for farming ice golems, which can only come in the slight caveat of only spawning in a blizzard above ground. I spent hours breaking my head around an above-ground ice biome blizzard translate in this seed. After waiting for 20 minutes, I deduced that I had done something wrong. I had to do some searching. No, on the Terraria forums. They weren't spawning, because they only spawn when you're hosting a multiplayer game. Why? I used this new armor to mercilessly pummel another goblin army, much at the horror of my tinkerer. I also got a Shadow Flame bow which I could use for decent single target damage. But I wanted more. I desired one of Terraria's most iconic weapons, the Daedalus Stormbow. A bow that says, "Fuck you, reality," and summons arrows from the sky. This paired with holy arrows is unreal. Holy arrows give a whopping 6 damage increase and sparkle. This combination has been nerfed multiple times, but it simply refuses to leave the meta. Thankfully, I got the Stormbow on my first try. I was iced out to the brim and absolutely ready to pound mechanical bosses.
What? What the fuck? She's
Hey,
got boobs.
A woman! That's right, in Legendary mode, you don't get the privilege of killing one mechanical boss at a time. You fight Medusa, a perfectly reasonable and fair first boss fight. I heard the reason behind this was that the devs wanted to save the player time in the seed by condensing the setup and fights of the original game. Thanks. So let's optimize. An arena the size of my ego, multiple fighting floors, bass statues, campfires, heart lantern, wired heart statues, every potion under the sun, a teleporter network, gambled my money away for warding on all my accessories, upgraded cloud weapon, bewitching table, crystal ball, and a sharpening station. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of video games?
The pain. Oh. Oh, Destroyer's dead? I end up absolutely fucking Medusa. God, I wish. Medusa really is a testament that in this entire seed, setup is everything. Because why get over so-called skill issues when one can simply dig out over 46,000 ash blocks to go in a straight line while having an intellectual conversation.
Hot take, I think you smell.
Actually, that's not a hot take. People tell me that all the time.
Okay, I get $75 worth of ads on Twitter if I spend $50 to promote my tweets, guys.
I'm noticing a problem. You have 0 fishing cards. You gotta increase your fishing power, bro. I'm getting really fucking pissed off.
Hey, you wanna do some fishing? Let's do some
You're not doing any fishing. 0 fishing. Oh, 80 fishing power.
Ever begin to get famous?
You should have gone for the head.
What the fuck killed me? What killed me? I get some loot that mostly serves as a general upgrade to most of my items, and also a waffle iron, an homage to the GOAT, the person that more or less inspired this entire video. And no, I'm not upset at all that his video released before mine, which was kinda like a big premise of this video. Also, a flamethrower, which I used to finally kill the queen bee, who has less total hit points than this weapon can damage in 1 second. Not to mention, I made a pickaxe axe so I can mine chlorophyte. But why not make the Drax? Can your soft femboy ears not handle the noise? Well, I just like that the pickaxe axe is quiet because I already have too many voices in my head.
Guys, you think it's worth it?
It's doable. It's
doable. The Lizard Temple. A large structure filled with traps and the world's most powerful people. Only accessible after killing the next boss. Or is it? Despite not having killed Bantar yet, I do what I normally do at all retail stores after hours, and just break in. I quickly grab some tablet fragments and teleport home so I can conjure the solar eclipse. The eclipse is one of Terraria's many events that is very reminiscent of Halloween. We have lots of famous characters, Frankenstein, Swamp Thing, Dracula, and Nailhead. And just like Halloween, the goal is to kill as many costumed creatures before they kill you. After a short 3 hours, I finally got the death sickle. Simply put, a weapon that fucks hard. Officially putting us back into our melee class.
Restart?
Let me introduce you to the next boss, Bantar, a sentient plant that loves to vor people. It only takes the slightest provocation for her true form to reveal herself. If it wasn't for my vast and ethical game knowledge, I would have been happy to have access to the Jungle Temple. But nonetheless, killing Bantar is a massive win. We're officially in endgame and close to uninstalling this game. We are so powerful that the combat difficulty almost feels normal. Almost. Starting off day 74, I reminded myself that I'd still need to become stronger before fighting Moonlord. To fix that, I needed to endure a very reasonable and relaxing 4 solar eclipses to get 2 broken hero swords. With these 2 broken hero swords, I could combine the Excalibur, made from hallowed bars from the Medusa, with the previously merged Knight's Edge into their true counterparts to make the penultimate sword, the Terrorblade. Remember that sword rework I mentioned? The Terrorblade went from shooting spitballs and vain insults at celestial beings to becoming the boss itself. Remember kids, the best way to make a class is to have it scale past its own weakness, like, I don't know, having to be in melee range. You might, you could, and probably even should call this unbalanced. But ultimately, if it's one message this entire update has showed us, why the fuck not? The devs don't care, and I mean that in the best way possible. Do what you want, as long as it's fun, and that goes for the players and the devs. Just play this perfect game if you haven't before, man. That's all I'm trying to say. Needless to say, I used this weapon to release some minor pent-up aggression. I was laying out the spawn protection on one of the most important farms in this place, interrupting pirates.
Oh, fucking pirates. God damn it.
I'm gonna take a quick break.
This one.
Uh-oh. I finished all of Breath of the Wild and came back to no pirates. So, anyways, I have a dungeon farm that devalued the Terraria dollar to pretty much nothing and allowed me to farm paladins. These beefy boys give me a shield that reduce knockback, similar to the Yonk shield, but can be further upgraded with a frozen turtle shell. There's one. Oh, sorry. That was my call. Don't worry. It was just my friends calling to ruin another clip of mine. So considerate of them. Wanting to test out how tanky I was now, I partook in the Frost mode, one of Terraria's endless and godless events, where almost immediately I got spit roasted, and the Ice Queen started pissing on my grave. Back to fishing! I had fished in almost every biome, except for Hell, which you can do, by the way. I have a number of hours in this game, and I only figured it out this time. Hell fishing is a lot like normal fishing. It's boring, but I'm in constant fear of demons rising out of the waters. But I did it. I got a whole set of max fishing gear and a demon conch that lets me teleport to everywhere at will. When are we going to progress? Fine. This script is 25 pages long, and I'm tired of doing events. So what's next? Ah yes, the Golem, or as most people would call him, my bitch. To reach him, we have to go down to the table and... That troll from the game was so good actually that it invaded my capture software and for the rest of this playthrough destroyed my microphone audio.
Blood Moon, let's go!
I made it to the bottom of the temple and got to the boss room. It's kind of small though. Having first tried Golem, literally every time in my life so far I felt fairly confident in my ability to kill him. Oh, he's so cute. Remember how I said that most people generally consider this boss their bitch? Of course that meant that Relogic team had to 180 that sentiment. Golem takes your eyes, and so you can barely see the arena, and then proceeds to viciously chase after you like a coked-up pit bull when he smells a child. Just like the child, I stood no chance. I thought Martian gear could help me. It didn't. Alright, new strategy. Honey. What? Yes, I'm going to fill the entire room with honey bombs. Going back to our pit bull analogy, think for a second, what if that pit bull chasing you was at the bottom of an Olympic swimming pool of honey? Other than suffocation, it would no longer be able to chase you. I farmed him, he farmed me, and I got the sunstone, an important item for some of my endgame accessories. More importantly, all the beetle husks I needed for my armor. This late in the game, all the classes become much more specialized. The mages have a spectre set that can lifesteal, rangers get shroomite that gives you a stealth mode doubling their damage, and summoners get more minions. Nice one, devs. The melee class becomes furries, wearing turtle armor and then beetle armor, with the two choices, having more armor than an M1 Abrams or ramped up swing speed and damage the longer I attack an enemy. Wanting to test out my new power, I figured I might as well try Duke Fishron. I was so overpowered. I first tried him and proceeded to kill him 2 more times. While I had my momentum, I went straight for the lunatic cultists. Oh, yep, that seems fair. Maybe I'll just do some fishing and get off for the day.
Listen to the music, my friend.
Oh my god! Game over. GG. Just go next.
I want to be finished playing this game.
What?
All that stood in the way of that goal was the lunatic cultist and then the Moon Lord. So without further ado.
Round 2. Fight.
Much to my horror, what had happened yesterday might have been a skill issue. Celestial creatures are invading Columbus, Ohio. To summon the Moon Lord, I need to destroy every celestial pillar plaguing my world. The flavors are Nebula, Vortex, Stardust, and Solar. Normally, the really bad pillar is Solar, as the moment you elevate yourself a millimeter off the ground, you get body checked by a worm bigger than your house. No! But when the whole world is underground, everything kind of just gets stuck.
To do so, into injury time.
Stardust Pillar, die. Kill Stardust Pillar, Dragon. Gamble my family's life savings away. Solar Pillar, wait. Finish waiting. Spear. More gambling. Nebula Pillar, die. Die. 55 hours in, and I want to game end myself. Vortex Pillar, die.
Cunt!
You bet impending doom approaches, Moonlord has no idea what's coming to him. After farming 149 werewolves just to realize I had an infinitely better farming spot in my backyard, I physically have the best gear possible. I'm going to get a Nobel Prize for dominating this horrible challenge. But how come there's still a minute left on this video?
drop.
12 seconds? That's longer than I normally last. But it's over. The grinding, the anime training arc, it was all for nothing. The Moon Lord dominated me. What can I do?
Now there is some lame way you can cheese pretty much every single boss in the game.
This was bad or that? Prepare for me to knock your socks off as I partake in the smelliest, the stinkiest video game cheese you've ever laid your eyes on. Let's get started.
Oh, and I got this thing. God, my friend. Choo! Oh! $633 damage.
A car blew up and that's what killed me.
Fuck. God. Shit. Oh. Ah, I need 5 more medals.
Are you still on that playthrough?
Yeah, I just stopped playing it because I was thinking that was fun. But oh my god, pirates! Oh, it's literally so fucking... It's not even scripted, and that's crazy.
You are a number to them. You are nothing more than a fucking number. Oh, you're so good.
The enemy ascended beyond your control. Or was that all your intention? They have managed to demolish whatever we made, but you're failing to comprehend. If they can, they will easily butcher you whole while you're blinded by your digression. I have gotten to the point where I'm just too afraid that you're going to meet your end.
played again. Yes! Oh, I'm so good. It's so easy. This seed was so easy. It didn't even take me that long, dude. There you have it. It's done. Will I go fighting the missing bosses in this playthrough? So some overall thoughts on the Zenith Seed. This seed is super unique and honestly a lot of fun. It tests a lot of your Terraria knowledge and it encouraged me to interact with a lot of systems I've never done too much of before. Like the Old One's Army, fishing, shimmer, golfing, and other stuff. Most of the times when I died it was comically unfair, which is why I didn't mind dying to the traps and stuff, even though, you know, I did a little bit of raging here and there. If anything else, I really think that the bosses are the worst and are a little overkill sometimes. Skeletron not disabling enemy spawns, making me spawn-proof an entire room just for casters to spawn half a centimeter away from me is just infuriating. The difficulty can be bad as some of the Master Death Mode Calamity bosses, but I genuinely think that this seed is a fun playthrough as long as you give yourself a smaller world and maybe, you know, don't play on the Legendary difficulty. Give it a try with some of your friends. The beginning chaos was so much fun when I did it, so it's probably a cool thing you can do for an hour or two at the very minimum. I know a lot of people are like, I know more about YouTube than you because I'm a 16-year-old that has a channel of 2,500 subscribers and I've watched every Mr. Beast interview and begging for subs doesn't get you anywhere. But this video took a long time to make, and had I the motivation or the incentive, this could have been made in a month. Probably less, if we're going to be honest, but I didn't have that, and I had a lot of life stuff going on. So if you don't mind, if you enjoyed this video, which I assume you have, given that you are however long this video is into it, unless you're hate watching, in which case go find something better to do, dweeb. I would greatly appreciate a comment, a sub, a like, any positive feedback, knowing I haven't wasted my time making another 2-view video that gets outperformed by a tenor GIF that I uploaded for a Steam Workshop page I made. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll have a few multiplayer shenanigans in here for the ones that stayed, and yeah, that'll be it. Thank you very much. Stay safe.
No, not the darkest.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna punch my fucking monitor.
Oh, it's over. It's over. It's all over. It's over.
So, there's lava falling down the thing, right? Goodbye to all our rope.
No. No.
I'm taking the red pill. I'm going to the honey. Oh my god.
I'm sacrificing myself.
There's still more.
Stop.
No, there's even more! Ah!
Up over.
Oh. Oh my god! Almost there. I've made it past the hive! Yes, sir! Oh! There's a trap! No! And the digger. There's a bee! I can't fucking see it! Oh my god!
Is this a fucking volcano of corrupt... Dude.
Ah! Ah! There's a geyser!
There's a... No. 402.
Okay.
Volcano.
Oh.
Hey, man.
No!
Why are there so many traps? Fuck.
Come here.
Aw.
Come here.
Oh my god! God! It's dark. It's dark. It's dark. No!
How am I float?
Surely this doesn't spawn lava. Oh
No!
Jason!
No!
I have to save it. We have to save it. It's not gone. It's not gone. Please, motherfucker, no! Please!
No, 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 no! It's just gonna go right there! Just block it off! Block it off! Block it off!